Y'all seen 50 Cent in Canada chilling out with Drake and all that? Like they was having a bonding moment or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised to see that. I mean, I don't know. It's nothing against neither one of them personally. I just looking at the landscape lately, not too many people have been willing to stand next to Drake, and 50 goes against the grain and all of that. But then it appeared to me, it dawned on me that that's about, that could possibly be, or more than likely is about his disdain for Rick Ross. Right? That makes sense. Rick Ross and Drake been, well, Rick Ross been going crazy at Drake, and Drake sent some shots there. Rick Ross went over there and got into the altercation and all that. So 50 was at like two shows out there. There's footage going around of him at like two different shows, maybe more. I don't know. I'm aware too. Where he was on stage, his shows be big. Pause. Pause, protesters. Get your ass out of here. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. What up, y'all? Monster Nation, that is. I'm Mr. Monster Man Rocco. I'm your host, your tour guide, your president. I'm the king around here. The landlord, owner, tenant, the janitor. I mop the damn floor. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a super thanks or a cash app if you want to be a taxpayer and citizen of the nation, because the best nation is a donation. Cash app tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link for those of you who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. And Crownsville we on the countdown to Crownsville, August 9th. Yeah, so 50 Cent, his shows out, his shows be concerts. They not shows, right? His joints be kind of massive, pause. And he out there on stage making fun of the situation. Yeah, I heard they gave Rick Ross the, you know what I'm saying? Adding his comedy to the situation. Trolling, as the kids say, right? So it makes sense that he would, stand next to Drake, take pictures, this, that, and the third, just to piss Rick Ross off. I mean, like, him and, like 50 and Rick Ross, I can literally see them taking shots at each other from a wheelchair, both of them. I mean, not to wish a wheelchair on either. I'm just saying, like, in their elder age, because neither one of these niggas don't stop, right? And that just is what it is, right? You know, I'm not in a place to tell neither one of them niggas whatever, because I don't know. I mean, they situations allegedly have gone past just words already, so whatever. I mean, just hopefully it ends one day, but hopefully it doesn't proceed. Don't nobody get seriously hurt, or it don't get too crazy. But over the years, it has not been friendly, and it hasn't just been on record. And I think everybody already knows that, right? What I am curious or concerned or whatever, I find interesting. It's like the reason that Rick Ross, from what I understood, right? And if I'm wrong, somebody can give me any extra facts on the matter. But I always thought that Rick Ross's beef, pause, Rick Ross and 50's drama started with Rick Ross standing too close to Fat Joe, who 50 was beefing with at the time. He was beefing with Fat Joe at the time because Fat Joe was standing too close to Ja Rule, right? And we all know that that's forever drama with, that's his forever nemesis. right? Or op, or whatever you want to call it. So, by the same token, how does Kendrick and the West Coast feel about, well, not just the West Coast, but Kendrick specifically? You know what I mean? Because fans, a lot of time, fans are usually not biased. I mean, we all have certain biases, but we can like him and you be dissing him and we'll like him too. You understand what I'm saying? As a fan. So, Kendrick, like, how does Kendrick feel about that? Does this cause some sort of, you know, bad energy between them? I wouldn't like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like, you know, like Dre, you know, Snoop might, I mean, not Snoop, like 50 might be a New Yorker, you know, he might be from New York or whatever, but he got on from the West Coast. You know, he got on through M and Dre. One thing, I feel like I might have heard M. Well, here's the thing. I can't ever remember 50 speaking bad about M. Like, and you know, I can remember 50. You know, 50 gonna say what's on his mind. It's not always the most positive. It's not always the whatever. But I never heard him say nothing even remotely left about M. I feel like I might have heard him with some Dre criticisms at some point in his career. But you know, M is not Dre, but they all roll with each other. They all part of a unit. You know what I mean? Like, what type of, yeah, does this cause some sort of problem? You know what I mean? And then, you know, a lot of people may say 50 is not in the music. He's not in music no more, so maybe it don't matter, right? But I don't know. I'm concerned about that. You know what I mean? I would hate to see that mess that up. You know, in the same token, I'm thinking if 50 hanging out with Drake, 50 might be able to get a boy like some coaching, like not in the battle. I mean, yeah, in the battle he could. He's capable, qualified to give a man some, you know, to give him some battle pointers, but just on some transitioning pointers or some. If you gonna take a shot, don't do it like that. I guess that would be in the battle for him too. But just, you know, a lot of I feel like Drake has some cultural blindness, and some of the moves he be making reflects that. And I feel like 50 could help him with those kind of things. You know what I mean? What say you? I don't know. I hope everybody works everything out. We don't need. Y'all already know. I don't want to sound like no broken record, but like, I don't necessarily want to see no separation between that whole, what is it, aftermath, shady G Unit conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? I like what they represent for hip hop. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think that with a situation like this, I don't know how niggas is gonna feel about it. You know what I mean? But best wishes to everybody. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 microphones. Rock on, rock on.